The APEC conference was last week in San Francisco. APEC, APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. So APEC, slightly less insidious organization on the world stage. Here's President Xi Jinping talking about China's influence on the rest of the world should it emerge as the dominant superpower. Here he is.
Whatever stage of development it may reach, China will never pursue hegemony or expansion and will never impose its will on others. China does not seek spheres of influence and will not fight a Cold War or a hot war with anyone. China will remain committed to dialogue and oppose confrontation and build partnerships instead of alliances. It will continue to pursue a mutually beneficial strategy of opening up. The modernization we are pursuing is not for China alone. We are ready to work with all countries to advance global modernization featuring peaceful development, mutually beneficial cooperation, and common prosperity, and to build a community with a shared future for mankind.
Now, to the rest of the world, what sounds better, that or the calls for a ceasefire are outrageous?
They have a much more sober. They're instead of going around the world and trying to gain influence by bombing the shit out of them, decapitating their leaders, and installing puppet dictators that oppress their own people, like the United States does. They're going around trying to help them build infrastructure and actually make their lives better and gain influence in those parts of the world that way. And people like Dylan Ratigan tried to make that seem like some kind of nefarious plot that we have to stop. Oh my God, Jimmy, they might build a bridge. They're investing in ports. We can't have this.
I think it was Vijay Prashad who tweeted out, because he went to Asia on a trip and he spent some time in South Korea, free South Korea. And then went to, communist China across the border. And he took a picture. South Korea, you had, tent encampments under bridges, desperately poor people living out on the street. Said, this is South Korea, none of this across the border in China. That absolute help.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony,